try to hide, now you know. You know. I'm at an all time.
Welcome back to my channel. It's Shawnii Autumn. If you're new, today I'll be showing you how to get these fleeky brows right here. I've been telling you guys that I'm going to upload an eyebrow tutorial for the longest now, so here it is. I hope you guys enjoy this tutorial. I hope you guys learn how to fill your own eyebrows in if you're new to it, or even if you've been doing it for a long time. I know whenever I watch eyebrow tutorial, I learned another way or a better way to fill my eyebrows than before, so I hope you guys get the same type of help that I have been getting for years now. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video so you guys can see how to get these brows. All right, so we are a little bit more up and personal. You guys got to get real close to my eyebrows. So the first thing that I usually do when grooming my eyebrows and getting them all fleeky is, bro, I'll just take my spoolie and kind of just brush through them and make sure that they're going the direction and they're actually, like, I guess, neat enough in a way to where I can tell what's not supposed to be there. So I'll just brush through them. All of this hair right here has to go. So I'm lucky that I was blessed with thick eyebrows, but so with that being said, you can kind of already tell like what my brow shape is supposed to be based off of the thickness of it all. I'm still brushing through it. So whatever is underneath it, I'm kind of just gonna like shave off, or what's above it, kind of just to get this exact shape. So I used to use tweezers when I did my eyebrows, but that just takes too long. I only do that on like special occasions and whatnot, but for the most part on a day-to-day basis, I'll just take a little, I'll just take a little razor, and you can find these like at the beauty supply store for like $1. And before I use it, I'll just take some rubbing alcohol and clean it, because what you don't want is to use an unclean razor on your eyebrows, because that'll leave you with bumps and who knows what else. I don't know, y'all. I don't know what you guys have. I'm just kidding. So I'll just take some alcohol in a napkin and just kind of clean it up. Okay, so the first thing I'll do, I'll just kind of just hold my eye down and then kind of follow the shape of my eyebrow. I'm not trying to cut more than I have to. Go ahead and just clean up all around my brow. And if you do have thinner brows, I wouldn't suggest cutting so much. If you have thinner brows and you want thick brows, one trick that you can do is fill in your brows to how thick you want them, and whatever else is left out on the like outside of the eye pencil or whatever, you can shave that off, so that way when you take the makeup off, it'll kind of just start creating that shape as your hair grows. So I'm just gonna continue to shave. One of the most important things that you're gonna need is a fine, thin like brush. Let me see, like this. It's clearly been used, but you want it to be somewhat like this thin, so that it's easier to just apply the shadow. So what I like to use for my brows is my ANASTASIA Dip Brow Pomade, and this is in the color Ebony. And I've been using this for like 2 years, still going strong. But on a regular day basis, I do use my, I do use my Shawnii eye pencil, and this is from the dollar store. And sorry, you guys can't see. my Shawnii eye pencil. This is from the dollar store, and this looks, oh my gosh, this is like my favorite drugstore like product to use for my eyebrows, because it just, I don't know, it's just the color of it and it's so creamy. Today I'll just show you guys how the Anastasia looks on this one, and I'll show you how the other one looks on the other one. Always start in the middle because that's where you want the most product to be, or the middle towards the end. You don't want as much product in the front because it just won't look natural. So I'll start in the middle on the bottom, and I'll kind of just carve out how I want my eyebrows to look. This is also when I start to carve out how long I want them. I tend to go like for like a fine tip. Just like that. And whatever's left on there, I kind of just move it up to the front of the brow and create that base. Then when I get to the front of the brow, that's when I start to feather it out, but also feather it upwards. Now if you do mess up, it's okay, because we're gonna go in with concealer and we're gonna clean it all up. So if anything, this is the time you shouldn't mess up. Now I'm gonna go in again for the top of the brow because I like creating that arch. I mean, who doesn't like a good arch? Then I'll go in at the top of my brow, so you can kind of see how my hair, it goes straight and then it kind of curves. So what I'm gonna do is kind of continue the straightness of that brow, bring it up. See that? And slowly just create that arch right there, just like that. So I have all of that to fill in, so I'm just kind of like outlining my brows on how I want them to look. This is the brow, and as you can see, the arch was created. Now when you get to the front of the brow, this is when you kind of want to turn the brush so that it's like this. Kind of want to just create little hairs as if there is hair there, but there's not. At least for me, there's not. So this is when I'll start kind of creating little hairs, and even if it's not little hairs, I'll just kind of be creating like a fade, so it'll go from light to dark, which is what I want. So if you can't create little hairs, then create a fade. And if you think that it is a little bit too harsh in the front, you can just go right back in with your spoolie and kind of just brush it out so that it looks like the fading effect. This is the Anastasia one, and I'm going to show you how the Shawnii dark brown eye pencil looks. First thing, again, I'm just going to brush out my brows, make sure that they're all aligned so that when I go to fill them in, I'm not filling in the wrong places. Just lightly feathering it again. And it also applies quicker because I made it straight from the tube. So yeah, starting from the middle, then slowly and lightly going to the front. When it comes to this pencil, I just draw a light little line. You guys can see it right now. It's a little harsh, but once I go over with the spoolie, it'll blend right in. So after that, I'll go on the top of my brow. My hairs are already going one direction, so I'm going to follow that direction. Bring it up. And then down. And it took me a while to, like, I guess, master this arch, because you know how your eyebrows change up. Like, every person's eyebrows change up. I mean, I've had so many eyebrow shapes in my 19 years. So, this is kind of how I like them now, so this is how I shape them. For the front of my brow, I'll just kind of just brush upwards with the spoolie. Then brush through the brow, because a lot more product got on my brow than the other one, so I don't want them to look too harsh. For the front of my brow, since I do use this brush a lot throughout the week, there's typically some product still left on it. So after I fill it in with that pencil, I'll just take this and do the same exact thing that I did with this brow, which is draw little lines, little hair-like lines, and kind of make it seem like there's hair there. And if there isn't enough product, I'll just dip it into the Anastasia, or I'll just brush it over the eye pencil and use that product. But as of right now, I'm just going to show you how it looks with this one. If you do want to add like some more, you know, chapow, make them a little bit more fleeky, you can just take any concealer and clean them up. I like to use my Tarte Shape Tape because it gives me like a nice little highlight as well. And just taking my Morphe flat concealer brush, and this is where I'm going to start cleaning up under my brow. If you want, you can clean the top of your brows. I usually do because I just want the arch to look like spectacular. I know some people like to do it with their foundation color because they don't want, I guess, I don't know, highlighted eyebrows. I don't know. But I like to use my concealer. I have tried it with foundation before and it does look nice, but I don't know, I just like how the concealer looks. I feel like it does a better job. Y'all, I'm crazy. Alright you guys, so that is how I do my eyebrows. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial on how to do them, how to get your eyebrows on fleek. Man, these look really good. Oh my god. You could also grab some stencils. I got these from Avon. These help a lot when trying to create that shape. I got these a long time ago and they come in different shapes. This one is a bit thicker. Let me see. This one's kind of like thin like eyebrows. So that's also another alternative option if you're very new at filling in your brows and doing your eyebrows. So yeah, I hope this tutorial helped you guys a lot when it comes to filling in your brows. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely subscribe, hit that notification button if you haven't yet so you can be notified when I upload another video. And I will see you guys in the next tutorial. Thank you guys so much for watching once again, and I will see you next time. Bye babies.